Okay, now the first thing, we got the piston installed. We're gonna take our ring gear. Got a bearing that goes right here. What I use called Assembly glue from Lube Guard. Assembly glue, green. I put a little dab on my bearing right there. I'm putting it on here, and that keeps the bearing from popping off when you put it together. So we got that on there. All looks good. And I got another bearing. This is your rear planets. We'll make sure they're all tight. You got a bearing in here. I'll make sure that's good. Feels good. Just put some more. It's a different bearing on this side. Put it on there. Just gotta twist it. Get started. So that's good. Now we have it's called an anti-clump spring. Put a little grease on it. It fits on that shoulder right here. You gotta keep it from moving. Now we start with our low and reverse clutches. First you have a wave. This notch here goes down right there. And you have a steel. Notch goes in the same place. Straight down. Now we got a clutch. Let's line it up. Another steel. Clutch. Steel. Another clutch. Steel. Clutch. And I have 5 steels and 5 frictions. And then the one wave on the bottom. Clutch. So that's all good. Now comes your low and reverse. This is your sprag. This is your pressure plate. Right here on the, that's what rides up against all the clutches. This is a one-way clutch. It only turns one way. So this here is gonna, you got the big gap right here. It's gonna go on that. What I'll do is I just like to take this shaft Goes in there and just tap it. You hear it's down all the way. You got to have to line this up with a planet. So that's good to go. Now, snap ring next. This is your snap ring. It goes on top of here. You're going to make sure this end right here doesn't overlap right there and overlap right there. You want it to be about right in here, right in there. So you want it, that's good right there. See how it's touching right there? It's touching on that, you don't want that, so you gotta move it over just a touch. Sometimes I just like to pop it like that and then move. Yeah, see it's already moved right there. So it's not overlapping onto that. And that's not onto that, so that's good. That all looks good right there. Now you have this goes next. It's a washer. A little grease on it. And this is your planetary, sun gear goes in your planetary. So it goes next. This is your drive shell. Hardened. It goes next on top of that. You want to make sure these aren't messed up when you build them, or when you put a new one in, that it's a good hardened shell. This here is the bearing that goes on your, this is your front ring gear. They call it the hub. Goes right here. That's got the bearing right there that rides on top of that. That's installed. So next you have your front planet. And check, make sure. It's alright to have a little play this way, but you don't want it this way. You don't want it wobbling. If it does, it's no good. You gotta get a new one. You want to make sure it's not wore right here where the bushing rides. Now we have that installed. That's most of your gears. Next comes this shaft. We're going to feed it up to the bottom. And what I usually do is hold the bottom with my foot underneath it. When I put the snap ring goes in that groove right there. Which I think you seen me take this off earlier. I took it off. But you'll notice a little slight curve in the snap ring. Makes it easier to take on and off. If you turn it the other way, makes it harder. It wants to slip off. So you see a slight curve, right? Not curve, but got an angle to it right there. So you want to put it in like that. I want to make sure it's in a groove there. So that's good. You know that's in there. So we got all that in. Now I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna build the drums next. The servo, drums, pump. And so on to the next video.